Hello students, this is Shachi. Welcome to my channel Crack Chemistry. Today's topic, chemical reactions and equations part 1 is for class 10th. Before starting, I want to remind you to subscribe my channel for getting information about further important uploads, and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. So now come with me and let's crack chemistry. So today we are going to learn physical changes, characteristics of physical changes, then we will learn chemical changes, characteristics of chemical changes. After that, we will learn observations during a chemical change with the help of 3 activities. So first of all, we will see what are physical changes. Students, consider the following situations of daily life and think what happens during melting of ice, boiling of water, sublimation of naphthalene balls, cutting of trees and tearing of papers. I'll start my discussion with first 3 situations. First situation involves melting of ice. During this process, water converts from solid state to liquid state. This change is only a physical change as no new substance is formed. Only a change in physical state takes place. Chemical composition of water remains same both in solid state as well as in liquid state. So chemical composition is H2O both in solid and liquid state. Second situation is boiling of water. The same thing is taking place here. Water is converting from liquid state to gaseous state. This is also an example of physical change only as no new chemical substance is formed. Chemical composition of water remains same both in liquid state as well as in gaseous state. Chemical composition is H2O. Now I'll discuss third situation, which is sublimation of naphthalene balls. During the process of sublimation of naphthalene balls, it converts from solid to gaseous state directly without changing into liquid state. So this process is also an example of physical change as no new substance is formed and the chemical composition remains same both in solid state as well as in gaseous state. And one more point I would like to mention here that these physical changes can be reversed. Now I will discuss remaining 2 situations. So fourth situation is cutting of trees and the fifth one is tearing of papers. Both these situations are also an example of physical changes because no new substance is formed during these changes. Only a change in physical appearance is taking place. So we can say that physical changes involve change in physical state only and no new substance is formed during this process. So we can conclude that in physical changes, the substance changes its physical state without undergoing a change in chemical composition. Then physical changes bring change in physical properties of matter and we don't get a new substance with no chemical nature. These changes may or may not be irreversible. For example, when water in liquid state is allowed to cool, it changes into solid state, which is an example of change in phase. Similarly, if we heat water in liquid state, then it converts into gaseous state. This is also an example of physical change. Here the triangle sign represents heating. Now I'll discuss chemical changes. Students, consider the following situations of daily life and think again what is happening. First, milk is left at room temperature during summers. All of you must have seen that when milk is left at room temperature during summers, curdling of milk takes place. This is an example of chemical change because this change is irreversible and a new substance is formed. Second situation is that when an iron object like tawa, pan, nail, etc. is left exposed to humid atmosphere. This situation also you observe daily in your life. Whenever any iron object is left exposed to moist air, it gets rusted. Formation of rust is also an example of chemical change because a new substance is formed. Chemical formula of rust is Fe2O3.XH2O. Now the third situation, grapes get fermented. Again, during the process of fermentation of grapes, a new substance is formed. The change is irreversible. So it's an example of chemical change. Fourth one, when food is cooked. Consider the following situations of daily life and think what happens when. Milk is left at room temperature during summers. All of you must have seen that when milk is left at room temperature during summers, curdling of milk takes place. It means a new substance is formed and the change is irreversible. Second case is when an iron object like tawa, pan, nail, etc. is left exposed to humid atmosphere. All of you must have seen in your daily life that when any iron object is left exposed to moist air, it gets rusted. Means formation of a brown colored powdery substance which is called as rust takes place. It means a new substance is formed. The chemical composition of rust is Fe2O3.XH2O. Third situation is grapes get fermented. In this example also a new substance is formed. During fermentation of grapes, a new substance, ethyl alcohol, is formed, which you will study later in this chapter only. Next situation is when food is cooked. In this situation also, a new substance is formed and the change is irreversible. And the last situation is food is digested in our body. In this case also, a new substance is formed and the situation is also irreversible. In all these situations, we have seen that the nature and identity of initial substance was changed and these changes are irreversible. So whenever a chemical change occurs, a chemical reaction takes place. And one more point, chemical change brings change in physical as well as in chemical properties of matter and we get a new substance with new chemical properties. Now we will learn observations during a chemical reaction with the help of three activities. First activity involves burning of magnesium ribbon in air and the collection of magnesium oxide in a watch glass. So students, look at this diagram. We have taken a magnesium ribbon and this magnesium ribbon is allowed to burn. But remember one thing, that before burning, magnesium ribbon is cleaned using a sandpaper. What's the reason for cleaning a magnesium ribbon before burning with a sandpaper? Reason is that magnesium combines with oxygen of air and a layer of magnesium oxide is formed on the surface of magnesium ribbon. This layer of magnesium oxide hinders in the burning. So because of the presence of this magnesium oxide layer on the surface of magnesium, smooth burning of magnesium ribbon cannot take place. So to avoid this, we have to clean magnesium ribbon using a sandpaper before burning. After cleaning this magnesium ribbon using sandpaper, we have placed it in the flame of a burner using a pair of tongs. You can see that magnesium ribbon burns with a white dazzling flame and it converts into a white colored powder of magnesium oxide. And you can see here we have collected this white colored powder of magnesium oxide in a watch glass. In this picture you can see the burning of magnesium ribbon in air. It burns with a white dazzling flame. The points which I have discussed with you are written here in this slide. So you have seen that during the process of burning, magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame and changes into a white powder. This powder is of magnesium oxide. It is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in air. So with the help of this activity, we have seen that during a chemical change, a new substance is formed. In this case, the new substance formed was magnesium oxide. Second thing we have observed, a change in physical state also took place because we have taken a magnesium ribbon and after the process is converted into a white colored powdery substance, magnesium oxide. And the third observation, we have seen that it burns with a dazzling white flame, so which results in the rise in temperature. So with the help of these activities, we have seen that these three changes took place. Now we will discuss few more activities. Second activity involves reaction between lead nitrate and potassium iodide solution. In this activity, we have taken aqueous solution of lead nitrate, whose formula is PbNO3 taken twice, and aqueous solution of potassium iodide, whose formula is Ki. We will see that immediately after mixing these two solutions, we will get a yellow colored precipitate of lead iodide. This is also a chemical change. in which a new substance was formed. The formation of a yellow colored precipitate took place because of the formation of a new substance, lead iodide. So whatever points I have discussed with you are written here, and with the help of this activity you have seen that during a chemical change a new substance is formed. In this case the new substance formed was lead iodide, and you have seen that change in color also took place. You have seen that the solutions we have taken, both the solutions were colorless. Aqueous solution of lead nitrate was colorless, as well as aqueous solution of potassium iodide was also colorless. Once you mix them together, immediately you got a yellow precipitate of lead iodide. So with the help of this activity you have seen that two changes are taking place. First change was formation of a new substance, which was lead iodide in case, and change in color. I hope it is clear to you. Now I am going to discuss third activity. Third activity involves the formation of hydrogen gas by the action of dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid on zinc. You can see that we have taken a conical flask. In this conical flask we have taken zinc granules. Mouth of this conical flask is closed with the help of a cork. Cork is having a hole in which a hollow glass tube is fitted. In this conical flask we have added dilute sulfuric acid. We will see the bubbles of colorless, odorless gas around zinc granules. This evolved gas burns with a pop sound, so it means the evolved gas is hydrogen. In this activity, we can take dilute hydrochloric acid also in place of dilute sulfuric acid. During this activity, we have seen that during a chemical change, evolution of gas may also take place. In this activity, we have seen that hydrogen gas was evolved. And once we touch the conical flask, we will find that it becomes hot, indicating that heat is also released during this reaction and temperature increases. I hope this activity is also clear to you. With the help of these three activities, we can conclude that any of the following changes take place during a chemical reaction. First, change in state, change in color, evolution of a gas, change in temperature, or formation of precipitate. I hope all these points are very clear to you. Now I'll discuss few questions with you. First question is that why should a magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning in air? Students, I discussed with you when I was discussing first activity that a magnesium ribbon must be cleaned using a sandpaper before burning. Reason is that magnesium reacts with oxygen of air, as a result of which a coating of magnesium oxide layer is formed on the surface of magnesium, which hinders burning of magnesium ribbon. So it is must for you to clean a magnesium ribbon with sandpaper before burning, otherwise the smooth burning will not take place. Second question is, which of the following is a physical change? You have been given four options here. First option is crystallization of sodium chloride from its aqueous solution. So it's very clear to you, when you dissolve sodium chloride in water, you get a homogeneous colorless clear solution. Once you evaporate solvent, which is water in this case, it gets evaporated and you will get crystals of sodium chloride. It means no new chemical substance is formed during this process. Hence, it is an example of physical change. We will discuss remaining options also. Combustion of hydrogen gas. Combustion means burning, and burning always involves reaction with oxygen of air. So when hydrogen combines with oxygen of air, formation of a new substance takes place. The new substance formed is water. So this is an example of chemical change. C option is rusting of iron. Rusting of iron takes place whenever any iron object is exposed to moist air. Formation of rust takes place. Chemical formula of rust is Fe2O3.XH2O. It means rusting is also a chemical change because new chemical substance is formed here. And so this option is also not a correct one. D option is all of these, which is also not a correct one. So what is a physical change? Crystallization of sodium chloride from its aqueous solution is an example of physical change. Now next question. Which of the following is a chemical change? First option is mixing of sugar with water. Children, once you mix sugar with water, Simply sugar will get dissolved in water without formation of any new chemical substance. So this is an example of physical change. Second option is boiling of water. During boiling of water, water changes from liquid state to gaseous state, which is also an example of physical change only. Third option is burning of candle. Students, burning of candle means its reaction with oxygen, and during burning, combustion takes place and a new substance is formed. During the process of combustion, carbon present in the reactants convert into CO2 and hydrogen present in the reactant converts into water. So this is an example of chemical change. Our answer is C, burning of candle. We will discuss fourth option also. Option D is heating of iron rod. So all of you must have seen that when an iron rod is heated, only its color changes. It becomes red hot. So this is an example of physical change. I hope all these points are clear to you. Now we will see what we have discussed today. We have learned physical changes and characteristics of physical changes. After that we have learned chemical changes and characteristics of chemical changes. After that, we have learned observations during a chemical change with the help of 3 activities. I hope all these points are clear to you. Students, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. Post your doubts in comment box, please. Don't forget to watch part 2 of this chapter. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.